Goodness, goodness, goodness. I think it is time to rock and roll back with the crack. And let's get crack. Seattle, everybody. We're ready to start a brand new season. This team is set. This team has taken some drastic step forward over the past couple of years. It's the 2023-2024 season, and our team looks like this. A top line with a +5, if you can believe it, considering it's impossible to see. Billy Sutton, Patrice Bergeron, and Shane Wright. All X Factors, of course. Billy Sutton, we were able to get first overall because Vegas decided they didn't want the first overall pick. Idiots. Bergeron we brought back for another go-around, and Shane Wright has had a miserable preseason, but he has also gone up to franchise, which is delightful. Our second line, of course, is Kyle Yamamoto, Jesse Puljujarvi, Jordan Eberle, the Edmonton connection. Nylander, Tkachuk, and Tarasenko is the third line. I don't know if I'll keep it that way, but I might. We'll see. I mean, Tkachuk could always go up to the second line, as could Tarasenko. And the fourth line is Brandon Tanev, Nate Schnarr, and Curtis Douglas. Why? Because they'll punch your face. Look at that checking and aggressiveness. Look at that checking and aggressiveness. Look at that aggressiveness and that checking. That's what we want, baby. Our defense is Vince Dunn and Eric Brandstrom, a +2, if you can believe it. Jamie Alexiak and Adam Larson, Timofey Kasparaitis, and Eric Chernak. The goalies, Tuukka Rask and Stuart Skinner. Tworinsky and Dursey as the scratches. Because this has just turned into a meme with the AI's decision-making and everything along the lines of that. So, hey, we'll see what happens. I do have to double-check, and I was just thinking that. I should have hit the button. Let me make sure our scouts are good to go. Let me make sure. See, they are not. I had a feeling I forgot something. Oh, boy, and this will take a second. Whoo, this will take a second to switch over everything. Whoops. Something's always got to be forgotten. Should note that Shane Wright was also named captain of the team. We kind of held a vote last night, and Shane Wright is the captain of this team. We're going to stick with that game plan. I think it's, is it Wright, Tanev, and Alexiak as the leaders on this team this year? It's something along those lines. Oh, boy. All right, let's get our scouts in the W. The W. The W. Shane Wright, captain. He'll never be the highest rated guy on the team. He is our Bo Horvat. He is our Bo Horvat. Let's see, we got a U.S. West and a U.S. Central. We got to get a U.S. East representative for all of 20 players. Extra Liga. Let's move the scout over to Liga here. Shane, the right man for the job. Also, again, it appears as though the Allsvenskan does not generate players after the first 2 or 3 years. So that fucking sucks. Mentioned that numerous times that it would be a great fix for 22. LOL, I guess. That's frustrating. Let's have leagues in the game and not have anybody develop. Yeah, nobody in the rest of the world this year either. Juania, 39 months. You'll love to see it. Congrats on getting to witness the Dodgers poop all over the Giants. Just pooped them. Three players in Austria. 3. There are 3 players in Austria. Fucking 3. Honestly, we're going to have an extra scout. Let's just assign a Bacher to rest of world for the future, in case anybody else shows up there. So the scouting is set. The team is set. We start off our season at home against the San Jose Sharks. Our ratings for the year, 92, 87, and an 86. And in terms of X Factors, again, it is Bergeron, Kasparaitis, Billy Sutton, who we just drafted first overall, Matthew Tkachuk, and Shane Wright. Tuukka Rask has abilities. He does no longer have a zone ability, but that is okay. And to show you guys how teams have developed, Connor Geeky has an X Factor for the Ducks. John Gibson and David Perron with abilities. Arizona has Darren Stevenson, who's still just a monster. Chikrin, Dylan Genther with abilities as well. Boston's led by Marchand and Pasternak still. Taylor Hall and McAvoy with abilities. Buffalo still has Jack Eichel, poor son of a bitch. Calgary with Elias Lindholm, and he's only a superstar. Ouch. Carolina has Aho and Slavin with X Factors. Svechnikov, Teravainen with abilities. Chicago has DeBrincat, Fleury, Jones, and Kane, all with X Factors. Hilarious. Colorado with Landeskog, McKinnon, Makar, and Rantanen, all X Factors. Girard has superstar abilities. CBJ has Isaiah McMillan. He has Truculence. Philip Forsberg, Laine, Voracek, Werenski. Abilities. Dallas, in terms of superstars, has Fiala, Heiskanen, Hintz, Radulov, and Suter. Junior McCarthy has X Factors. Edvinson has abilities. So does Goodrow, Larkin, and Morgan Riley, all in Detroit. Jesus. Be a fun Detroit team to look at. Edmonton, of course, has McDavid and Draisaitl with X Factors. Barry, Nuge, and Nurse all have abilities. Superstars. Barkov, Huberdeau with X Factors. Ekblad and Ekholm as superstars. Kopitar, Pavelski. I'm not seeing that much development from other guys in terms of getting X Factors. I know it can happen. I've seen it. It just hasn't happened. Wonder if they tuned it. Maybe they tuned it too far. Kaprizov, Savoy, and Zibanejad, all with X Factors. Eriksson Ek, Lambos, and Spurgeon. Superstars. Montreal has Carey Price still with an X Factor. Galley, Petrie, Toffoli, Weber with abilities. Josi still an X Factor. Saros, superstar abilities. Pavelski on the Kings, it's disgusting. Oh, Vizix, you'll be happy to know they won the Stanley Cup last year. Hamilton still has his X Factor. Mike Smith, superstar ability. Barzal's an X Factor for the Islanders. The Rangers have Fox and Panarin. Of course, they ended up adding Colton Parayko. He has superstar abilities. Superstars for Ottawa: Shabbat, Grubauer, and Brady Tkachuk. Philadelphia has Couturier with an X Factor. That's Atkinson, Ellis, Giroux, Konechny, Pacioretty, Provorov, all with abilities. What do you have Saros rated as? I don't know yet. Pittsburgh with Crosby, Gensel, Letang. Varlamov's their goalie now. Couture, Eklund, Hurdle, Kane, all with abilities. St. Louis has O'Reilly, Lance Russo. Haven't really seen any younger guys develop. I was surprised to not see Zegras or Drysdale for the Ducks. Leafs now have Mackenzie Weegar. Gio's in Vancouver. Quinn Hughes didn't go X Factor either. Interesting. I wonder if they tuned it back, because I saw it happen. Interesting. But yeah, there you go. The updated X Factors at the moment, at least. Updated X Factors. Oh, as well. For shits and gigs. This year. We are going to up the sim scoring and the shots. And we'll see what happens. Actually, I'm just gonna go with the shot frequency. That will result in more points, but how many? It could also still result in higher save percentages. I'm gonna test that out first. Draft class quality will all stay the same though. We're not gonna go too crazy with that. And I know people were asking about the injuries as well and what I have it set to. Again, the only thing that affects still to this day anything sim-wise is this general tab. Nothing else changes anything in my experience. I mean, I had the injuries down to a 25, for God's sake, so I'm going to drop down to a 15. That still appears to work the exact same way, unfortunately, when it comes to the injuries. Yeah, let's rock, man. Let's see what happens this year. As per usual, we will sim to December 1st. Last year, this team won the President's Trophy, spoiler alert, of course, and ended up losing in the first round of the playoffs to Anaheim. And I'm going to guess Platt is a very good player. Holy Halifax. Platt and Solis. We do not yet know how good any of those young guys are. We'll find out in due time. Elias Anderson has a hernia. Just got best lines in the AHL. Not exactly a flying start for this team. Not exactly a flying start. Weaker draft class than normal. Anderson's healthy. We lose Jacob Melanson. The injuries in the AHL. Well, it is December 1st. We're at 10-10-2. Which is, again, not exactly the ideal start I was expecting for this team. Let's take a look here. Definitely Endo Mills with the $1. The water. How do X Factors impact Simic? So again, it's, you know, the players should be better. That's it. Like, you know, hey, the more X Factors, you know, the bigger a difference maker someone can be on the ice. Have I seen that play out exactly that way so far? Not quite. All right, so we have gotten god-awful goaltending. That's worth noting. Dunn has 14 assists in 22 games. Good lord. Alexiak and Larson have been a horrible pairing. Okay, what am I going to do with those two then? What am I going to do? Honestly, all I can do right now is just have them swap sides and hope that does something. Sutton on 13 points in 22 games. Bergeron, of course, was our leading scorer. Shane Wright on 17 points. Yamamoto on 18. Puljujarvi with 12. Eberle with 13. So the Edmonton line's doing okay. 10 points for Nylander. Kachuk's looking all right. Tarasenko's looking all right. Of course, they are played well below their role. 9 points for Tanev, 5 for Schnarr. And for some reason, Curtis Douglas is a -6 when everyone else on his line is an even rating. So figure that one out. This Bergeron is down to a 90 for the moment. We have some things to keep an eye out on. Am I a fan of 3D logos? I don't mind them. It's not a make or break thing for me, you know? I don't mind them. Let's get a look at that draft class here. Let's see what we got. And still no info on the, yeah, so let's see what we got. What do I have to do to get new custom logos? Beg? Begging might help, maybe. Alright, January 1st, and we are up to 20-13-3, and that is why we decided not to overreact. We're the second best team in the division. The Oilers are running away with it. Tarasenko is leading this team in points, which is nice. Felix, I started off the stream by editing rosters, so you missed it. I do a rules-based Detroit run. Detroit would be a fun team. It would be. So let's see. Sutton, 24 points in 36 games. Not bad. It's very obvious. I mean, despite the fact that he's gone up by 2 overall at this stage, he's probably not the ideal guy, though, to be on the top line right now. Bergeron on 33 points. Shane Wright on 32. Wright is more ready for prime time than Billy Sutton. Oh, good for you! Bach Tuna. That's a name. Thank you for the follow. Yamamoto on 28 points. Puljujarvi is not good enough to be on the second line. He's not. 18 points, and then Eberle on 24. Then you got Nylander on 21, Tkachuk on 31, Tarasenko on 35. And that very physical fourth line is disappointed a little bit.
Oh, good for you!
And Crowball. That's a name. Thank you for the follow as well. 28 points versus 24. I don't necessarily want to drop Sutton down.
For you.
Another one. It's from Noah Fishy Alts. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Much appreciated. Let's take a look here. So it's either going to be Eberle or Tkachuk on the top line. Let's go with Tkachuk. Let's see. Looking at face-offs here, obviously Bergeron's our guy. Second line. And we're going to put Terrace. Ooh, no, we're not. There we go. Well, Jordan Eberle, I hope you like playing center next to Tarasenko and Yamamoto. Unless there's a better way, and there's not. Cool. And then third line, I mean, Sutton does have an 80 for face-offs. Let's go with that. I hate to drop Sutton down to the third line, but it makes sense. I'm going to give that fourth line a little bit more time to turn it around. Kasparaitis, man, Chernak has not put up any points. The top pair is still killing it, though. We'll keep Dursey with Larson. Rask is a 909. Stuart Skinner has gotten mauled. Absolutely mauled. As our backup goaltender. That is a problem. Ian Scott will get called up. That'll leave Wallstead to be the AHL starter. With whoever it auto signs, and it signs some dude named Luka Gans, which will sign somebody. We're going to take out Skinner, give Ian Scott a chance at the NHL level to see if he can be the backup. If not, it's very obvious we're going to have to go out and get some goaltending. But 7 wins in our last 10. It's gotten us back on the right track here, I would say. And thankfully, I didn't want to jinx it, most of our injuries have been at the AHL level. So it's kind of helped. Tarasenko's shoulder hasn't blown out. Can you believe it? Alright, Alexiak is back. We'll put him on the left. Get Larson back on the right and see what happens. Philip Kral is back. A couple of losses in a row. And again, a lot of injuries to the AHL side of things right now. In terms of the draft class, there's another franchise player? Dude. Is that that's 3 years in a row. We are 3 for 3 with the game generating a franchise level player. And it said the draft was supposed to be weaker. Clearly it didn't mean at the top. Jesus. Well, PP with the 1T. The American playing in Halifax, like, what? Jesus. And Puljujarvi suffers a concussion. He'll be out for the rest of January. How the roster didn't go. Fully cleaned up the free agent list. I am going to have to edit guys like, you know, Eric Stahl and shit like that, but pretty solid. Man, Sutton's up to an 88. Good Lord. I don't think I can leave him on the third line. Jesus. I'm going to take out Douglas. I'm going to try out Carson Twarynski. I have to make a change here. Yeah, I mean, again, Puljujarvi's been relatively disappointing. Nylander has been okay. Yamamoto's been great. Eberle's been solid too, but it's Jordan Eberle who's got to get bumped down to that third line. It's got to be. That means it's Eberle or Puljujarvi at center. We'll go Puljujarvi just because he's a big boy. I think Sutton. It's the question of, do you bump up Sutton from second line center to first line center? I like the idea of Tkachuk, Bergeron, and Wright. I mean, Yamamoto's on 41 points. You got Tarasenko on 48. Wright is also up to 48. Bergeron on 47. Yeah, we're going to leave that top line as it is. We'll go Yamamoto, Sutton, Tarasenko. I mean, still, those are great wingers for Sutton to work with. Like, that's incredible. And then Dunn and Brandstrom looking good. Alexiak and Larson aren't really working. And to be honest now, it started to slip. I think we're going to have to bring in a defenseman. We're going to have to drop Timofey Kasparaitis. It's not working. It's not. Unfortunately, that strategy of just like, well, shit, he's an X factor. Let's put him in a good position to succeed. It hasn't worked. So we're going to call up Samuelson and drop Kasparaitis down to the AHL level. We're definitely going to look to add defensive help moving forward. Don't know if we'll use Samuelson or Dursey. Chernak's good on any line. Larson and Alexiak, in theory, like, have to be together. So between Samuelson and Dursey, we're going to give Dursey the chance because he's done relatively well since he's been here. And Ian Scott is 3 for 3 with a .910 save percentage, so we might just have our goalie situation covered. Which means Stuart Skinner is in a rough spot. But we're at 28, 18, and 1. That's good for third in our division. The deadline's a month away. It's Vladimir Tarasenko leading the Seattle Kraken in points, as he should be in real life, Ron Francis. Still don't understand that. We're looking okay. I mean, right now, obviously, we just saw some changes to our team. So more than anything, it's just let's, I guess, really sim to the first of the month. We'll go to March 1st. Nate Schnarr is out with a sore shoulder. Gonna get Curtis Douglas back in the lineup. And we'll be able to take a look at where we are and what we should look to do. I'll leave Schnarr out of the lineup. A lot of games against Vancouver. All right, so 34, 21, and 7. Second best team in the division. Shane Wright leading this team in points. We're 10 points back of the Oilers. But we are in sole possession of second place in the division. Not bad. Let's see. Tworinsky is a... My God. Well, the idea of a gritty fourth line is not working. Holy crap, is it not working? Schnarr hasn't been brutal. But yikes. I don't know why the hell everybody got hit with that. Thank you for the bits. What the hell? I don't even know what the hell you said. I don't even know what the hell the bot said that you said. Oh, it was because of the salt. Gotcha. Yeah, sorry. I let the head mod make the rules of the chat. He doesn't like the salt emote. Thank you for the bits, though. That said, what are we gonna do? Obviously, we have more skill players in the AHL that could be bumped up. You know? Gritty, it's all good. Hey, thank you for checking out the streams. Thank you for enjoying them. Happy to have you here. We're gonna send these two down. Is there a gritty boy that can be called up. Tyler Benson does have some grit to him. More than Rubtsov and McLeod. Let's call up Tyler Benson. If we lose Twerinsky or Douglas, so be it. We didn't lose either of them, which isn't all that surprising. Let's go ahead and get Nate Schnarr back in, and Tyler Benson as well. We get a +1 on that fourth line. The big thing right now is knowing that we're probably going to have to trade for a defender. And Schnarr immediately gets hurt. Incredible. We are a couple of days out from the deadline. Right now is the best time to go ahead and look before the deadline at who's available. That is the best time. Anaheim, not really getting rid of anybody that we'd be interested in. Do we want a cup yet? No. We are still very early into this. Oof. I mean, a lot of options on Arizona, but you can argue how good any of them are. Really, it's just like Marcus Foligno, Jeff Carter, totally Spanish. Oof. Chris Driedger is on the block, though, as a goalie. But, man, he really didn't cut it for us last year, and he hasn't been amazing as Arizona's starter. Boston not getting rid of anybody. Buffalo. Look at Josh. What is going on with Josh Hosang? What the hell is that value? I mean, he has 35 points in 60 games. What the hell is that trade value? What? He has, like, as good a value as Yamamoto. What the hell's going on with Bemstrom's value? Those are AHL numbers. He has as good a value as Kasparaitis and Tarasenko. I'm guessing that's saying Hosang's value is going to be jumping up very soon. Well, I'm certainly not going to buy high on Josh Hosang. JVR could be a pickup. He's 45 points on Calgary. Expiring deal. I want to see the, Taves, Coleman are there. Is there, like, a can't miss guy? I saw Will Butcher down there. Kubalik, he's still got time on his deal. Oh, we'll be getting rid of Bemstrom, don't worry. Bring in Nazem Kadri for the playoffs. What's the worst that could happen? Just waiting to see if there's any, elite level guy. Ryan Suter, I mean, we know he has abilities. He's got a year left on his deal. No surprise, Detroit's only trying to shop prospects. Florida trying to get rid of Noel. Keith Yandel. Goalie David Savard. Stan Hartnell. Risto. It's really Colton Parayko, but that new deal is going to be there. 7 years left. Trouba's got 3. Zub. Brian Ellis. 4 years left on his deal. It's not that bad of a deal, though. Jake Gensel has a deal coming up, as does Chris Letang. Letang and Gensel as rentals. That could be a hell of a way to put our team over the top. Torrey Krug is also available, as is Justin Falk. The Blues are trying to fire sell here, but they got guys with a lot of term. And again, they picked up Chris Kreider. They haven't been able to turn this around. EVHL. Thank you for the follow. Kreider has just been in a downward spiral. Vancouver not getting rid of anybody that we'd want to bring in. Granted, he should be like a 93 overall, but EA doesn't rate Shea Theodore highly for some reason. I don't fucking understand it. Shea Theodore and Jonathan Marchessault are available. Theodore's got a year left and it's only $5 million. Ooh, Theodore and Gensel. Go for both Theodore and Gensel. We don't necessarily have to go for the same guys. You know, we could split it up. The Caps are getting rid of a great prospect in Nathan Gaucher. We have options for this deadline. This deadline's about to be really interesting.